Michael Thompson. I am a sophomore physics major. Yeah, so nanotechnology, basically making really small things for uses in three-dimensional circuitry for very small circuits and those kinds of things. One thing that we've been trying to do is create very small copper bridges. They're about 50 microns in length. The width of a human hair is like 100 microns.
Okay.
So this would be like half the width of a human hair. But with some of our instruments, we can make some pretty small things, and we can zoom in with our scanning electron microscope. The idea is most microscopes operate off of like light, passing through, but this doesn't use light, it uses electrons. So basically what happens is there's a gun, shoots electrons down onto your sample stage, and those electrons, once they make contact with your sample, they scatter. So what happens is there's a detector over here in the back, and that detector will catch those scattered electrons. It produces an image based on what your sample looks like. So what I have here is just a picture. This is a 5mm view. So each one of these eyes is what they look like, represents a bridge. If you look right in between them, there's a tiny little line, and that's the bridge that spans the gap. Here's an example of a typical bridge. So here I got 15 micrometers across. So the width of a human hair is like that. What we have here is a base layer of like gold on top of silicon. And then we've got a copper bridge that spans the gap between two foundations. And the idea is to be able to plug in a lead from an electrical source here and a lead here, and then measure oscillations in the bridge as current runs across from one side to the other, because you can get like a little bit of a vibrational frequency there.
Yeah.
And then if you measure that, then you can make really tiny measurements with it and all kinds of things. If you hooked it up to a sensor, for instance. Well, Dr. Walensky told me freshman year to try some research at Grove City College. And so I thought, wow, I'm just a freshman, I don't know anything about this. How on earth can I do research? All I've taken is high school physics. And he said, no, but I mean, it'll be confusing a little bit, but you should still give it a shot. First semester, I was pretty flabbergasted with everything that was going on, but I learned a lot that semester, just how to do research, how to use the instruments that we have. Part of the process is just learning how to operate some of the machinery that we use here. Probably just be ready to work hard. I mean, it's not something that, like, the physics here isn't like above everyone's heads. It's something that is achievable, but it just takes a lot of hard work. I know some people it comes rather easily to. It did not come easily to me. I didn't really know anything about physics when I came here, but I was willing to challenge myself. So be willing to challenge yourself and be willing to learn and grow. And if you have that kind of attitude, then I think you would do really well in the physics.